आज का टॉपिक है सॉलिड स्टेट केमिस्ट्री, जिसमें हम लोग सॉलिड्स के स्ट्रक्चर, पैटर्न, उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे। एंड दिस इज द टॉपिक फॉर द क्लास 12 एज वेल एज फॉर द बीएससी पार्ट 1 आल्सो फॉर ऑल द यूनिवर्सिटीज ऑफ बिहार, particularly the TM Bhagalpur University, in which I am serving. As you know, the matter has 5 states. Earlier we have studied about the 3 states, but now we can say the 5 states. The 4th state is a plasma, and 5th state is Bose-Einstein condensate, which is included to solid, liquid and gases. So as far as we are concerned here about the solids, solids are of 2 types, crystalline solids as well as amorphous solids. Crystalline solids are those where we have the regular pattern of the constituent particles. Regular pattern of the constituent particles. CP stands for constituent particles. As you can see, we are making a home with the bricks, and bricks are arranged in a regular form, and that makes our home. But there are amorphous solids where such regular arrangements are not possible, as in the case of plastics, rubber and the glasses. So some common example of amorphous solids are glass, plastics and rubber. आप नॉर्मल कॉमन गांव घर के एग्जाम्पल से देख सकते हैं, जैसे एक मक्के के खेत में मक्के का जो पौधा है वो रेगुलरली अरेंज्ड होता है, हर एक मक्के के पौधे का डिस्टेंस इक्वल है। जबकि गेहूं का खेत में आप देखें तो वो इरेगुलर अरेंजमेंट में गेहूं के पौधे रहते हैं। आप जिधर से भी देखें उधर से एक ही तरह का लगेगा। तो क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड्स अपने जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स हैं उसके आधार पर फिर से क्लासिफाई किए जाते हैं। जैसे आयनिक सॉलिड्स है जो आयन से बनता है, और इसका एग्जांपल्स आप लिख सकते हैं NaCl, सोडियम क्लोराइड है नमक के रूप में, और इसका जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल है वो Na+ और Cl- है। KCl आप लिख सकते हैं K+, Cl-, या कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट है Ca2+ CO3 ये इसके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स है जिससे आयनिक सॉलिड्स बनता है। The second classification is molecular solids, where we have different molecules which exist in the form of solids. These molecular solids are further classified into 3 categories: polar, like HCl in the form of solid; non-polar, like iodine in the form of solid; and hydrogen bonded, like water in the form of ice. It's also the solid, or you can have the solid CO2 also, which is called dry ice. So molecular solids are further classified into these 3 categories which I have discussed. Now we have the covalent or network solid. There are many elements which are in the form of covalent bonds. They are in the form of solid, like in case of diamond, the carbon is sp3 hybridized and it forms the diamond crystals. And in the form of sp2 hybridized carbon, they are forming the graphite. So these graphite and diamond are considered as a network solid, and you can say the different arrangement of diamond and graphite makes the difference between them. Graphite is a conductor of electricity, whereas the diamond is insulator of the electricity. And the 4th class is of metallic solids. In case of metallic solids, the constituent particles are metallic ions, metallic solids, the constituent particles are metallic ions, Mn+ and N electrons. N means any number of electrons done here. So generally in a metallic solids you have Mn+, Mn+, in this form at the crystalline lattice points, and N number of electrons are surrounding it. So this is one model of metallic bonds, and all the metals like steel, iron, aluminum, zinc, we have this type of crystalline structure, and even in the alloys we are having the same type of the crystal structures. Now the solids In case of crystalline solids, the atoms or the constituent particles are arranged in a regular fashion, and that we can discuss in a three-dimensional way. First in one dimension they can be arranged like this way, and in the two dimension they are having the two types of arrangement. The second arrangement is like this way. So this is a one-dimensional arrangement, this is a two-dimensional arrangement. In this arrangement, the coordination number is 4. One atom is surrounded by or touched by 4 surrounding atoms or molecules, and it forms a square, so it is called square packing. Whereas this is called hexagonal packing, where the coordination number is 6. One atom is touched by 6 other atoms, so this pattern is called hexagonal pattern. But in fact the solids, they are having the further arranged in 3 dimension. This square solids, a square pattern is arranged further to cubic pattern, and these hexagonal patterns are further arranged in a CCP form and HCP form, which I will discuss the later on. So actually these different type of arrangements in 3 dimension makes the space lattice. So now we are going to discuss the two terms, space lattice as well as unit cells. Space lattice and unit cells. A space lattice is a 3-dimensional regular pattern, 3-dimensional regular pattern, regular arrangement or pattern of a crystalline solid makes a space lattice. Whereas the unit cell is the smallest part of the space lattice, which repeats itself. Repeats itself to create the space lattice. A unit cell has all the properties of the space lattice in repetition. Suppose you have the 1000 unit cells that is being repeated, and you are having the space lattice made up of this one. You can have a cubical pattern, and this cube may further be elongated in all the dimensions to create the space lattice like this way. This can continue in all dimensions, upward also, downward also, back also, forward also, and in this way you can have a look of the space lattice. So this small part, one unit cell, one unit which repeats itself to make the space lattice is called the unit cell. So these unit cells are of 7 types because these are the geometrical figures. So this unit cell have certain geometrical figures, and these geometrical figures are in the form of 7 unit cells. First is cubic, second is types of unit cell. I can make the topic here. Cubic, then tetragonal, ऑर्थोरोम्बिक, मोनोक्लिनिक, हेक्सागोनल, rhombic, and seventh last one is triclinic. A unit cell, the most simplest one is of cubic unit cell, which has two types of parameters. One parameter is of side, another parameter is of interfacial angles. The three sides of a cube all are equal, and the interfacial angles alpha, beta and gamma, which I am making like this way, all three angles are equal, and that is equal to 90 degrees. So all of these 7 unit cells, they are being classified on the basis of these parameters, side as well as the interfacial angles, which I can define here like this way. A cubic has the sides A, B, C all equal, alpha, beta, gamma equal to 90 degree. And in case of tetragonal, the one side is elongated to some extent, but angle remains the same as of 90 degree. Like this way, I can make a diagram of this tetragonal structure. ABC you can have this one, and all angles here are alpha, beta, gamma. It is a general idea that the angle opposite to A is written as alpha, angle opposite to B is written as beta, and angle opposite to C is written as the gamma. This is a convention which we are following. So this structure is tetragonal as the box of your refrigerator. Now in case of orthorhombic, all three sides are different, but angle remains same, alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90 degree. और इसको हिंदी में हम लोग घनाभ भी कहते हैं. इस तरह का आप बना के देख सकते हैं. ये इसमें तीनों जो साइड्स हैं वो अलग अलग हो गए हैं, बट एंगल इज नॉट बीइंग चेंज्ड. In case of monoclinic, one angle is being changed also, with the three sides different. The first change is with angle beta, alpha and gamma equals to 90 degree, and beta here is not equals to 90 degree. If this is the case, this is called monoclinic crystal, monoclinic unit cell, and you have the common example is monoclinic sulfur. Then we have in this case A equals to B but not equals to C, alpha beta equals to 90 degree, and in case of gamma, if you have 120 degree angle, then this is called hexagonal type of unit cell. And this I can make here a diagram like this way of your hexagonal unit cells. ये कुछ स्टूल आप घर में देखते होंगे, ये इस तरह का रहता है. This particular angle is of 190 degree. Then in case of rhombic, you have A equals to B equals to C, and all this angle are equal, alpha, beta, gamma angle are equal, but this should be taken care that these angle must not be equal to 90 degree. If this is the case, then this is rhombic. A, B, C are equal, alpha, beta, gamma are also equal, but not equal to 90 degree. This point should be noted. And in case of triclinic, all the sides are different, all the angles are also different, no angle is equal to each other, and not equal to 90 degree also. So based on the parameters, you can classify your unit cells like this way: cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, hexagonal, rhombic and triclinic, and this can be abbreviated in the form of this way: CTOMHRT. This is abbreviated form of this one, and there is a pattern which you can observe here also. Ki first three sides equal, three angles equal. Here one side is being changed. Here both the sides are being changed, and from here I am changing the angles. First the angle beta, then the angle gamma. This gamma angle is particular of 120 degree. This should be noted here, 120 degree. Then we have the rhombic. All the angles are the same, but not equal to 90 degree. And in case of triclinic, all the equality signs are being changed into unequality signs. Thank you.